Hey everybody, this is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models. Okay, we're going to do a live inbox review of this P40E WARHAWK I just bought today down at the hobby shop. And we're going to go through it and share the experience together. I've never seen one of these things before. And it kind of caught my eye. My mission to go to the hobby shop today is to get some more paint. And I get some more number 11 blades. Well, I got me a whole pack of number 11 blades I got, and I'll go through them like all the time, especially in card models. Yeah, I saw this, it caught my eye. I say, what the hell, Frank, buy that? Because I don't think I got one P40 in my stash. I believe it's an old 1964 monogram one, and so what the hell, I got this. I used to have a 1/32 scale one by Revell. That was an excellent kit. It too was a gimmick model. Did everything but fly. Okay. This is a box I'll be doing right here. So you guys hang out with me for about a good half an hour in this inbox review. Get yourself a cigarette or a pipe or a cigar or a glass of wine, glass of beer. Whatever makes you feel good. And enjoy, kick back your heels, and watch this wonderful little inbox review of a beautiful airplane. Okay, we'll bring it down to the subject. Here's the box. On the side, it gives you two different shit. Wrong way, Pancho. Two different liveries. That's what it says on the side, shows you on the side right there. But there's probably more than that inside the kit. But we're going to find out right now. Before we get to the kit, we've got the instructions here. Here. Like all Trumpeter kits, they give you a advertisement flyer containing on kits like I just bought here to get the WARHAWK here. Here's CAD drawings of it right here. It shows you what you're getting. Don't look too complicated. It's like a pretty easy kit. And you also have a tank over here too. I don't know if that's an M80 or the Soviet Object 290. No, Soviet Object 292 experience tank. And they got the PLA Navy type old 4.5 frigates by jet. I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese or American. So they got that. In the back, it has CAD drawings of the Flat Panther Flak 41 tank. Someday I'll get an armory. I may find my thrill. I don't know. But someday I will venture into armory. Okay. That's the greeting page as you open up the box. Here are the directions right here. And we'll take a look at the color call out sheet to give you. Oh, no decals in there. Okay. You got 1, 2, 3. There's four liveries in this thing, guys. 4 of them. I would like to make this Chinese nationalist one, the Flying Tigers. They don't tell you what air group this thing flew from. Because Nationalist is probably the Flying Tiger. It is Flying Tigers. Who shipped this is, I don't know. I don't think it's Boynton's. It's 106 in the back with a blue band. That is painting guide number 1A right here. So it's probably it's all a drab neutral gray, and the decals will fill the bill. I might do that. Call out number 2 is Unit 9th 9th Squadron, 49th FG 5th Army Air Force, serial unknown. It has camo on it. Probably some kind of a desert tan with light earth with dark green or all drab. Neutral gray undersides. That's the American version. It's probably out there in Japan, so probably off of New Guinea. Okay, that's livery number 2. Now we're going to get into livery number 3. Which that's another second option I wouldn't mind doing. Unit 11th, 333rd, 11th, Air Force, United States Army Air Force, serial number 49. So this thing is probably out in the South Pacific somewhere too, probably at New Guinea also. Now, the last livery is I had no idea that the Soviets used our P40s. I know they used P39s. The last livery would be right here. It'd be Russian. It'd be Black Sea Fleet serial number 32. And I'm thinking this here could be from the Aleutians. Yeah. I made my mind up. I'll do this one. Okay, it's an easy choice to make. I like a teeth alongside the fuselage. Okay, this is the instruction book that they gave you, gang. The instruction book contains how many steps this thing's done. 15 steps. It looks like ain't too much to this thing. Not too much to it. Okay, you got your parts. Your parts list right here. In case you look for parts. What I always do, I always take a felt pen or magic marker and mark with a piece of tape wrapped around it and mark the sprues. Leave in view so I can grab them. Because you know how they do it. It's all over the place. See, anything to do with the fuselage interiors, you gotta go to 2 or 3 sprues just to get parts off them to be able to make the interior. Okay, this tells you when you get the kit. This is the whole parts layout. Parts A contains your rudder, stabilizers, landing flaps, it's like part of your undercarriage. Intercoolers, that's your part of your spinner right there. Don't know what it is. It looks like, well, I think it is. It looks like it's part of your intercooler system. Next to your landing flaps. Sprue B is your wings. You got your 2 top outer panels that glue onto the center of the wing. There's a 3-wing assembly right here. Sprue C contains propeller. It's like hubs and brake hubs and a brake disc, and also your outer hubs for your undercarriage and a propeller. These are your side instrument panel walls outside your cockpit, and you got some interior details there too. They could probably either be in your wheel wells or the cockpit. Here's your undercarriage. I think it's all your undercarriage detail here. You get your drop tank right here. rudder pedals, you got your backrest support, headrest. You do got some cockpit stuff in there. It's all mixed up. Like I say, is just take some tape, wrap around your sprues, and take a felt pen and mark your letters of the sprues number and leave them in view. And just use what you got to use to decal off. That'll keep a lot of looking around here and there, losing parts too. That's how I lose parts, looking around. So you got to just mark your sprues and you know where you're at. Okay, and D is your fuselage has, your instrument panel. G, it looks like your rudder, your stabilizers, they are one piece assembly. No halves of those stabilizers right here. Looks like a solid stabilizer. L is your clear parts. No, it's not. It's part of your cowling flaps that fits underneath your fuselage. And sprue J is part of your engines. And M, N, P, and H are clear parts. M is your clear parts. N is your clear parts. P is your clear parts. H is clear parts. And your photo-etch consists of interior details and maybe seat belts. You don't know until we get to the instructions. This will all be answered time we review the instructions. Okay. Starting at step 1 is the cockpit. It looks like no call-out paint numbers on it. Yes, there is. Instrument panel is flat black. And its field green is your interior colors. Interior green will do. Yep. A photo-etch is part of your seat belts. Those pieces there. That's all your seat belts. And there's your structures right there. Goes around your seat right there. Yeah. Step 2, you got your propeller spinner, the prop boss, and you got your retainer cap so the prop can be free spinning. And this is part of your intercooler system right here on step 3. Step 4, joining of the fuselage, the cockpit module, the engine assembly with the intercoolers are at, your tail wheel assembly is right here. Shows you how to assemble your tail wheel. Then you glue it into your locating holes at the bottom of your fuselage here, back of your fuselage. You got your Allison exhaust pipes. They come out the side of your exhaust baffles that fit the side outside of your fuselage. They fit in from the inside. Not much to it, guys. This is a pretty simple kit. A novice should have had no problem tackling this kit. It's pretty simple. It's very simple. It looks like about a good, maybe a 2-week kit to finish. Maybe a week. Depends on how much time you want to put into them. But you got about 50 models yelling at you all at once. It's kind of hard to keep your interest going on one subject, and you got to jump up another, and pretty soon you got a bunch of unbuilt stuff laying around. So I'm going to try to get away from that by starting the stuff to the finishing and go on from there like it's supposed to be. So I should have about 3 models done this week, and they go in the storage. 2 ADs and that B25 over there. Maybe that S&J too as well, maybe 4 of them. Okay, and step 6, after your fuselage has been joined and painted and everything, or mask down your cockpits, or buy a masking set for it. Make sure this is all masked first. Go ahead and adhere it to your fuselage. Prime your plane and paint it. I feel green. I don't think it's interior green. It's a whole box there. It's your landing gear box here. It fits in here. That way, you got a complete well right there. Wheel well box. Now that's very simple. There's not much in here. Most of that PE goes towards your interior, your fuselage, inside your fuselage. Okay, step 6 is assembly of your wing, your gun bay covers, and also inside your flap wells. Here's your wing. This is your outer flap well, the one you'll be looking at when you turn it upside down. This is going to be detail. You got C19 is probably your detail. Here's your spar right here too, which is photo-etch number 11. So be sure you put that photo-etch PEA1 across here first. Make sure it's glued using a collide glue. Then go ahead and add your plastic wire C19. It shows you where they all go. It's all there. That's about the most complicated thing there is in this thing. And once that's all done, you come over here and they'll give you no guns to this thing, don't they? Here's the tops of your guns where you put your feet, where your ammo belts go through there. So they give you the top of the ammo belts. So if you want to, since they cheated us out of 30 caliber machine guns, we can go ahead and just they just made it simple by just putting the ammo head at the top there where you can see all your ammo. So sure you had to go ahead and paint that aluminum with your brass for your shells right there. These little gray areas in here, they denote your scaled machine guns, your shells. Be sure to paint those casings of brass or whatever there is, and underneath your gun covers, go ahead and paint that to your green, and make sure it fits real flush on there. You can always pop it off the tip of a number 11 blade and show your friends, this kind of guns on this thing. Okay, you got clear green right here. It calls for. I think your navigation lights is clear right here. Instead of using paint, use a felt tip pencil, green Sharpie. It's translucent. You can see it gives you a real effective real glass instead of putting paint on there. Okay, number 7, boys. This thing's zipping along quite well. Number 7, the installation of the wing to the fuselage. Once it's done, check for fit. See if you got any filler you need there. If you need no filler, just buff it out with a good fine sanding file board, and you'd be ready to go. And here's your cowling flaps fit here right behind your motor here, your intercooler flaps. That completes that assembly. 9 is your undercarriage. You got your tires. I have not looked at the tires yet. They may be rubber, or vinyl, or plastic. We haven't got to the plastic yet. That's on its way. Okay, you got your retracting links that fit behind your oleos, which pulls your landing gear as it rotates and folds inside your well. You got this going on right here. The details your undercarriage. And you got your fairing there where it fits in front of your oleo and your leading edge of your wing. Actually, that's where the mechanism is the landing gear tracks. It's 90 degrees as it goes in, so that's a cover for that. You don't show the mechanism on the struts, but that's what's there for. That completes that. Then lastly, on number 11, you got your undercarriage doors to put on. It's child's play. Make sure you put your interior green inside there. Carefully glue them in position like the way it's supposed to go. Step 12 is your belly tank. On your auxiliary fuel tank in the bottom of them, on the Revell one, that gives you like a trapeze kind of a structure. It goes up like an M shape like that. It fits across here. That's probably the earlier fuel tank mount that they use. They probably changed it to something simple. J24 is your mount for your belly tank right here, and it fits right there in the center of your, on the belly of your center section of the wing. You got more flap detail going here. These are photo-etch right here. Now, so I answered my question. Well, I don't know what this goes to. Like I said, once you review your instructions, you'll know where they go to. So they go right there. We use ACC glue on there very carefully. You got special location holes where these fit at. You'll know where to go when you get that step. Okay guys, this is about the last step right here. The last step is you got an option on your flaps. If you're going to close your flaps, I ain't no sense putting all those details. Let me get this out of the way. You guys can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Pardon me guys. Very sorry. Here's your flap. It's optional. Closed or open. You can have them. They give you, I don't know if they give you 4 flaps or not, or 2. But the closed ones are A3 and the open ones are A16. So I imagine that's what it is. If you're going to put the flaps up, then you got to have them down. Ain't no sense putting all that PE in there and that spar in there. Just go ahead and close it off there with your flap. If you're going to leave your flaps down, it's a must incorporate all that detail, all that PE in there inside those flap wells. That too is integrated inside there. And lastly, you got your tail wheel undercarriage door, and plus the retracting linkage that fits on the door as the lanyard retracts. It hits this, it causes the door to close. Lastly, to complete this beautiful bird, you got the pitot tube you put here. You got the horizontal stabilizers to put on, and you got your rudder to put on. And guess what? You got yourself a P40. That's it, boys. That's what we got on it. Now, we're going to take a look at the good stuff, the plastic. On this sprue here, you got your center wing and your top outer wing panels. Just like I thought. See that detail right there? Those little oval football shaped things, that's where your bullets are. So paint that. Everything else is aluminum. And go ahead and paint inside there, there's little football areas there, brass for the bullets. That's about as much as they give you on that. The way I look at it, guys, ain't no sense well, the sense is there is an aftermarket set in this. I know damn well there is. You can buy a whole gun base system of this and put it in. You can cut this out with another 11 blade and stick your gun box there with real guns. This is where your gun bay's at. Now imagine with aftermarket, they'll suggest you got to cut all this junk out of here and put underneath there, and you have your placement for 30 calibers, your ammo belts and everything, but still save the covers on there because they're gonna, yeah. I'm not gonna put no aftermarket on. I'm not even gonna reveal these. I'm just gonna go ahead and just put the covers on, and that's it. So that's an option right there. If you really want to detail this thing out, I know dang well there's aftermarket sets out for this. Get yourself a gun bay for this type of kit, and it's probably resin. And yeah, cut this out and put it underneath there. You get yourself a whole detailed gun bay. On the back is nothing, just the plane itself. You got all kinds of ejection marks in here. I'd rather have them inside. All through here you can see them. Where's my finger at? Just little small circles. You can see them. Not bad. As long as they're not outside here, it's all I care. Trumpeter's pretty good not putting crap like that on the exterior part of your plane. Okay, I thought I saw one there. I thought I read crow there for a minute. Yeah. That's sprue number 1. So this is your wing assembly here. Sprue number 2 consists of your landing flaps, rudder, horizontal stabilizer, your engine, your propeller boss. It also goes to your propeller. This goes to your tail wheel here. Yeah, here's your tail wheel right there. And this right here is your joystick. Like I said, they got interior parts all over these sprues, all over the place. So that's why I say, get yourself some tape and mark it like sprue A, and just tape it around there. Have it stick out, you can see it, and leave your parts in view. Or take your bag and mark it. Just take out the bag and cut the parts you need, put it back in the bag so you don't lose your parts. Just a tip. That's how I do it. Okay, nothing right home in that last sprue. Instrument panel. Your fuselage. No detail inside the fuselage. There's some riveting back here. That's the only detail there is because that's you can gotta be viewed so you can see your tail wheel in there. Your control panel, your instrument panel has already been marked. It's got detail inside there and an instrument panel. So you know how to do that, guys. You got to treat that out. This kit is very elementary. It's not very hard at all. That's why I say a novice should have no problem. The only difficulty the novice is going to have is with photo-etch, so he needs some help in that. If he's ever built it before, give him a hand. Show him how it's done. Because you do want to put it in these kits. Okay. Next to the last sprue here, you got your propeller. You got your sidewalls for your cockpit. These are your hubs for your landing gear. There goes your flap detail. There's your front housing, goes to your landing gear right there with a mechanism where it retracts. Rudder pedals, seat support, and these are part of your landing flaps. No, these goes to your chair, to your pilot seat. Your belly tank, your headrest. It's like a throttle lever right there. Gun bay covers. Here's all your interior detail. And we have here part of your engine. You got your engine baffles. You got a 500-pound bomb, 500-pound SAPs. And that's where your exhaust pipes go on here. They glue on here, and they fit inside your fuselage. And these part of your landing gear retracting links. This fine detail here goes to your undercarriage. And these are exhaust baffles. So there's an options kit. Either you can use this, or you can build them up by using these here. Here's your exhaust baffles. Once you take them off these sprues here, you glue them on top of these little holes here. The glue on top here, so there's an option here. To me, it looks like an option. It is. That's what it is. Okay. I'm going to put this over here. This is the last sprue right here. This is sprue D. Sprue G, I'm sorry. This is your stabilizer. I was right. All one, no halves here. Stabilizer, also your tail wheel undercarriage door. And here's your PE they give you in the kit. Man. Yeah, I got it. Here's your PE right there. That goes to your flaps. These are all your flaps right here. These are your seat belts right here. And these part here goes to your engine. That's what it says in the plans. That's where they go. That's where they're going to go. Here's your decals right here they give you. Take off this backing. Nice decals. Very beautiful. Man, I wish you wouldn't take this stuff like that. God damn. What you see is what you get. So you got 6 liveries on here, 4 liveries you can use. I like that right there, but I like the Flying Tigers for the Nationals insignia. Here is your instrument panels right here in decals. So what you do is you can go paint that instrument panel like an interior green and add those little holes right there. You have an extra shot of gloss there to simulate glass. Yeah. Those are the decals they give you in the kit. Last thing, they give you a little box right there. I know what these contain of. And this box contains all kinds of goodies in here. Yep, the tires are. Here's parts of your engine, your cowl flaps. Either they're closed or they're open right here. These are closed, these are open. So there's an option right there. So be certain to make a selection you want to choose from. I'm going to leave mine open. Here's your clear parts. Here's those lights. Remember I showed you on the instructions, showed you the wing. Take a green felt tip pencil like this and just paint it green. Don't worry about that side. It's transparent. You can see it gives you the effect of green tinted transparent glass. Don't use paint because paint will make it look like paint. Okay. Here are your tires. You got tail wheel back here and 2 of your main undercarriage tires right here. They're made out of vinyl, not rubber, vinyl. There is no plastic ones in the kit. So you will not find the plastic ones in your kit. There is no plastic ones in the kit. But I'll tell you one thing there is. There's probably aftermarket tires for it. I can guarantee you there is. Okay, here's more of your engine parts. Here's the front of your engine cooling, your engine radiator system. That fits aft right there. More glass, more windows. You got your canopy right here. I like the way they do this. It really protects it. One thing good about Trumpeter, they give you plenty of protection in their model. They make sure they don't get busted. They're really boxed up. They do take their time, and I believe they got quality control there. Most model companies don't have quality control, and we end up taking a bite of a shit sandwich. Here's more PE right here. I mean, not PE, but plastic. I mean, clear parts. Okay. What I've seen in the kit, I'm pretty happy. And It looks like to be a good kit. I will build it. I will start on it. Maybe tonight. I don't know. But I got live action going on for the RV6. Probably make a live action this tomorrow maybe. That's what I'll do. This is a nice kit, guys. I like it. I'm glad I bought this. They had a P40N, but with the P40N, I don't like the extended fuselage. That's what Jimmy Doolittle got. He used that as his private airplane, the P40N WARHAWK. But I like the E model. It looks like a P40. The English call their P40s Kitty Hawks. The Kitty Hawk has it's a little more bigger right here. On the bottom it's a little more pronounced. Then they went to the P40E after that. Yeah. No, that was a good airplane for the time, you know. In a way, the military says it was obsolete by the war. But not necessarily. It depends what you can use it for. If with a good skilled pilot, that's like a TBD Devastator torpedo bombers that we had. If you had more skilled pilots like that, those planes still could have been used in service than they were here. Most P-40s were used during the war. They were used actually in the Pacific theater. They were actually the first combat plane that was ready to go to war we had at the time when Pearl Harbor, the event of Pearl Harbor came to view. That's all we had. We had what we had. We didn't take heed from General Billy Mitchell, so we must update our military, must update our planes, update this and that, and we didn't. The Army Air Force had about three really made planes to go to combat at the time. It was the B-25, the P-39 Air Cobra, and the P-40. They were ready to go to combat. They were no working the bugs out at all. They were ready to go. They're pretty fast airplane. They got an Allison engine in them. Boy, you imagine put a Merlin or something like this, how fast this thing is really scale, but they didn't waste their time on a prehistoric design. They used those for Lancaster bombers and the and also our P-51s, the F-51s. This is a nice kit, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. So I suggest you go to a hobby shop or online or whatever and buy yourself one. They're a nice kit. I'm going to enjoy building that one. But I got the Constitution going, so while this video is uploading, I'm going to go ahead and send down that fuselage and prepare for tonight's video number 4 for the RV6. I'll keep you busy in videos. Lord knows I'm getting busy. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody out there, all my new subscribers, for your wonderful candor, wonderful views, and thank you for watching this video and my RV6 video series you got coming up. And also my beautiful little prehistoric 1/4-inch Aurora S&J Texan. And thank you very much for all this. I really appreciate it, guys. Okay, I'm out of here. Make mama happy. Take care of little ones. Be aware of your surroundings. Spend wisely and get yourself a kit. Or bring one out of the closet and work on them. Join me in these live action videos that got shaken down. And we'll have some fun. And so take care of mama. Take care of the babies. Take care of yourselves. God love you. And please say your prayers. And thank you very much for your wonderful, wonderful views, comments, and candor. This is Frankie Day signing away. And so stay posted for live action tonight with the RV6 number 4 of the Naval Transport Constitution. This is Frankie Day Model signing off. See you later, guys.